Good afternoon, everyone. It is now afternoon here in Canada, at least where I am. Maybe parts of other Canada it's not. But I want to wish you all a very happy World Water Day. It's extremely important that we have to be talking about this so precious resource on this day. So my question is, what's moving your water? And on our screen right now, we see 4 of our FloNergia 4-inch pumps operating in an aquaculture facility here, not very far from our office here in Burlington, Ontario. My name is Paul Subject. I'm the CEO of FloNergia, and I wanted to just take a moment and just talk a little bit about the FloNergia story. FloNergia is a startup. We were incorporated in 2016. We developed our technology in collaboration with the University of Guelph, our airlift pump. And for those of you who know something about airlift pumps, they've been around for about 100 years. And we took that old design and we used computational fluid dynamics to develop an entirely new technology. And I have some here around me in the background. You can see them, and we'll talk a little bit more in detail about those at the end of my presentation. Our innovative patent pending technology is currently being sold around the world in aquaculture, agriculture, wastewater, and related markets around the world. And we are building a global network for our pumps. And currently we have distributors in Canada, the United States, and India. And we have distributor talks underway right now in Australia and Germany. So enough about us. Let's talk about the challenges with water companies. So what are the big challenges for UK water companies? Well, you know, it's expensive to move water. And energy is a big expense in the water business. And for example, you know, the UK water industry consume a huge percent of the electricity that the UK produces. The other problems are that pumps are expensive. They wear out. It's difficult to maintain them. And of course, as we know, the life cycle of rotating pump systems are many times the purchase price of those pumps. So they're very expensive. And the other issue is aeration generally is inefficient and it's expensive. It costs money, it costs energy to operate. So how do we solve those problems with our technology? Well, it's quite simple. Our technology uses only the water required for aeration alone to both pump and aerate water. We don't need to do both. This reduced energy profile, as you can imagine, if you only use one energy source, results in savings of 50 to 70% versus conventional aeration and centrifugal pumping systems combined. Our FloMove pumps have no moving parts. There's nothing inside them. We just use air and the design of the pump itself to actually move water. And our airlift pump technology has exceptional aeration properties versus conventional systems, up to 40% improved aeration efficiency versus paddle wheels and surface sprays. So you're probably wondering, okay, how does that work? How does our pump work? How does this old 100-year-old technology actually function? Well, so we'll talk a little bit about a conventional traditional system. In a traditional system, you need power for pumping water and you need power for aeration. Now for FloNergia, we get all of the power to move the water and aerate the water from that single blower. We don't need additional pumping. We can move water and aerate it at the same time. So what does that mean? Well, that results in 50 to 70% energy savings and substantially higher aeration efficiency versus conventional methods. So where do we go in a water treatment process? And this is kind of a standard kind of graphic I have here that I use that's part of the Canadian water treatment process of a typical water plant. And for FloNergia, we can be used in the pre-treatment and clarification system. We can be used in disinfection. We can be used in transfer of materials from one location to another. So let's talk about that in a little greater detail. So where would you use our pump in a pre-treatment section? So we can improve flocculation by aiding aeration. As we talked about, our aeration costs are substantially better than conventional systems, and we get pumping at the same time. We can help with chlorine or whatever your disinfectant is, your injection, because our technology can use intermittent injection as part of the airstream that we use to drive the pump. Additionally, we can transfer pumping in pumping applications, moving our water from one location to another. And the other unique part of our technology that's very interesting is that we can use it to pump and transfer sludge from one location to another. So a couple more benefits I wanted to talk about, spend a bit of time. So we can easily move heavy fluids and solid waste, and we've done that in various wastewater applications around the world. We have no moving parts. It can't be clogged. Our pumps are fabricated from food-grade plastic. There's nothing to corrode. There's no metal materials inside the pumps. Our pumps also facilitate carbon dioxide removal, which is a great feature for what we do in the aquaculture and agriculture marketplace, but it's also an interesting feature in other applications. Our pumps also disrupt thermal stratification, which in some applications is important, in other applications is less important. It depends on settling and temperature variations from surface to the bottom of a tank. We also improve DO substantially, and I have terrific numbers around that. And we range in our maximum size in terms of pumping is 710 US gallons per minute. Now you may say, oh, I have a requirement where I need thousands of gallons per minute. Well, we just group our pumps together to get the same volume output.
1 minute to Paul.
Thank you very much. So where are we around the world? We selected application. We have a 40,000 gallon tank with 3,600 gallons per minute in Canada. In Chile, we have an 80,000 gallon tank, 9,600 gallons per minute. In India, we have a transfer of a heavy sludge, 10,000 gallons, 120 gallons per minute. How do we plan to then enter the market? Through product trials and direct sales with key water companies, through technology licensing, but primarily through partnerships with engineers, consultants, and distributors. We would like to partner with appropriate companies to find water company sites for initial product demonstrations, work with engineers and consultants for easy integration into existing infrastructure, and develop our water industry distribution matrix in the UK market. Thank you for your time and attention.